Lauletta looking for a first down throw. Man open, that's Damian Ratliff. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Lauletta. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Lauletta. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That's what I do.
Keep him deep. Keep him deep.
Gun!
Tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They begin with a run by Miller. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the end zone, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Nice pick, nice pick.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Watson. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football. Rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll come out in the pistol. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Lauletta. They are going for it. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
The shotgun snap to Lauletta. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And they'll throw again with Lauletta. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Here's Walletta now on second. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Now after the play, it looks like there's a... Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Watson hands to Miller on the draw, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from. Two jet.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he's got Fuller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Two jet.
54's Mike. 50.
Come back.
54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Check 41. Strip that ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Gun!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Over! Slam! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Here we go now. 319! Over!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Gun!
41 Mike. 41 Mike. I'm here all day.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback, his second. And the Bills are in for 6. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Two jet!
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. On second and 10, Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Watson now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lauletta. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Coming off play action, Lauletta. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Gun!
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And here come the Bills. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the line. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now here's Johnson. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm doing it
now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson now on third down. Going deep for Hop. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And able to push his way forward here for a good 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out, and the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. And remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, 4 down.
Now here's Lauletta, and that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 4th down, Lauletta. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Watson going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Come back, come back.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Reset.
On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jonathan Hankins. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Two jet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come back.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check out route. Hot, hot. Here we go now. 319. 319. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gun, 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 gun.
Tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right.
Detroit, Detroit.
Walletta on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Detroit, Detroit.
On 2nd down, here's Walletta. Room to run inside the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A